Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a review of the new kits. And thank you so much to EA for gifting me the game code for this restoration kit. I am so excited, you guys. You know, there is something about kits that just completes me in a certain type of way. So today we are going in and we are going to build a garage. Now, last time I did a review, I laid everything out and then I built a couple things. This time we're gonna do it a little differently, and we're gonna just display everything in this build. So I'm actually building a garage, and obviously it's a fake garage, guys. We don't actually have garage doors because we don't have cars, but you know what? Let's pretend. So I'm only using base game and the restoration kit because really lots of people only have base game, and, I think it's important that we just display what this is gonna look like to people who only have base game and wanna buy the kit. So we're going in and here I am trying to find the right columns that I'm gonna use to make these fake garage door, okay? These are not the ones that I would choose, but they're what is available to me, and so they will be available to you. Now I'm adding these little windows just to make it look like it's a garage door, and that's about it, guys. I'm gonna give this like a brick look for the house and, just some siding. Usually I would use white, but because the brick that I chose is so dark, I'm just gonna throw something in there, and honestly, it's gonna look fine. It's gonna be fine. Now, really am interested to see how this plays in game. Obviously, this for the sake of this, we're just gonna do a little build and showcase everything that's in there. So there was not a flooring with this kit, so I'm just choosing a flooring that I feel would be fitting for this kind of garage setup. It did, however, come with wallpaper, and honestly, I love it. I love it. It kind of it looks like a lot of people's garage, guys. Okay? Lots of people start their garage and they're like, "You know what? It's fine for its purpose." So this is like drywalling essentially before the primer goes on, and honestly, it's beautiful. So this is going to be our main, uh, garage, the original, we're gonna call it, okay? Now we're gonna show everything, and we are just going to remove the base game items and check out the restoration items. First and foremost, I just wanna say the level of appreciation that I have that everything has a clean look and a dirty look is beautiful, okay? It is beautiful, my appreciation is through the roof. We do have, like, this sawdust looking type flooring, I guess. I wanna call it a rug. Maybe it'll be found in the rugs, I'm not entirely sure, but I love this. Guys, it looks like someone's been doing carpentry work. So here are the shelves. Now there was a hot water heater that came with it and an electrical panel. And from what I understand, they're both functional because when you hover over them, it says like currently active and in use. So I really love that. So that will play well cross pack with for rent. Now I know right now there's a few things going on with for rent. And so, I haven't been really using it that much because I'm kind of scared for my game. But it will work out great with that, right? We have so many workbenches. We have a new actual workbench for the handiness skill, which is what I've just placed there. Now, for the original, we are going in with a darker vibe. And I was going to put two of these, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm just like piecing it all as I go, right? This is my first look, guys. So you guys are seeing it with me. I love these. What is the word I'm looking for? Tool benches, essentially. They are like rolling tool benches, or at least the small one is. The bigger one looks like the massive tool bench that you would have in your garage. Like, I really to me, this felt like a garage kit, and I love that they're using it for a restoration style setup. So I'm just kinda gliding this over and trying to figure out exactly where I'm gonna place things so that it makes sense for this garage, and I'm also trying not to place too much on the wall that I have, put down to showcase the garage as we go. But you guys, the detail, the clutter in these items is amazing. These are awesome. And same goes for these shelves, like, they also have a dirty look and a clean look. Now, of course, I'm using the dirty look. We gotta follow through with the dirty look, right? And of course, we have the items that we can work on. Now, this bucket is actually a little seat, which I thought was so cute. And I mean, who hasn't sat on a bucket in desperation, because it was just there? And I think that that is so fitting for a garage restoration setup. So these are really cool too. These are storage, okay? And I've noticed with the kitchen clutter kit too, which that video will be later today. I will release that one later today. Now, they actually can be stored like one on top of the other. So you could literally have a pile of storage just like on the side of your house. It could look like hoarders. It could give a whole other vibe to your builds. And they come in a bunch of different swatches. So that also is beautiful. And of course, all the swatches go very well together. We have the, basic wood styles and we have the black. So we have black and dark wood and medium wood, and then we have some like white style, which is beautiful. And then we have the colors that have come with this kit, and those colors are green, yellow, blue, and red. And I love that they did that because to be honest, a lot of your workbenches are going to be that color when you buy them in store. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now here I did place like another workbench in the middle because I just thought, what if your Sims like tag team with their spouses? Like, what if they do it all together? So I put another one. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to keep it because there are so many more items that I want to add in here. And you know what? I built this garage this size, so we're going to follow through with this size. I don't want to have to build a two-level garage for everything I want to put in here. So we're going to make this work. Now, this little mini tool bench, like toolkit, is so cute and it matches the others. And this piece to me was like the exact clutter that we needed for this kit. And it is literally wood clutter. You guys, do you know people who save all their little pieces of wood just in case they might need them? I do that. And so for me, it felt like I had, it just felt like a piece of me had been put into this game because I do that. Because you don't know when you might need that piece of wood, okay? And of course, we have this stand-up fan, and it's beautiful. And from what I understand, it's also functional, so that is, like, perfect. So here I am, all these like, I'm just struggling. I'm struggling with all the items. Okay, so now we are going in with the fridge, the oven, the microwave, and the coffee machine because these are the items that are coming with the pack, which function in game, but double as an item. Now, when I placed this down, it was very clean looking, it looked very new, it says salvaged on it, but when I put it on the lot, it dirtied, and I think these items, the minute you put them down on your lot, they're broken immediately. I don't know if you can tell what's happening there as I'm doing it, but yeah, I think they're just dirtying as you place them onto the lot. Now, of course, with the microwave and the coffee machine, I thought that we would be able to put them on some of these, like, shelves, but they're not countertop, so it's not letting me, okay? So now I've gotta change my idea of what I want this to look like. So we do need to put a couple to countertops in here, and so you should also do that in your game if you're planning on building a space for your Sims to do restoration. Remember that the microwave and the coffee machine, they need a countertop to be sat on. All right? So we are gonna have to go find something base game that is gonna match this vibe, and I think I know the exact one that we need. And this is more clutter here. Now, this pack really surprised me on how much actual little clutter pieces there were, and I love that you can add things to your base game setup that would have normally been allowed with the for rent. So, for example, the electrical panel, the water heater, I think it's a great way to add those little bits to your game because these items break, and so it will make your gameplay a bit wonky. It'll give your Sims moodlets, the lights might flicker. Those are things that came with for rent, but this is a great way to have some of those things if you don't want to get the expansion pack, or you don't have it, or you don't yet have it, or whatever the case may be. I think that was excellent done. Like, I think that was just great. I can't really talk right now, but I'm trying. I'm trying. quite late. You guys know I do my voiceovers late, and I don't know why I don't learn. So here we're going in and we this is the countertop. Do you guys see it? I feel like I see it. Now I'm just trying to find the right swatch for it. And I wish there was a way to remove that back lip of the counter so that it looked flush with the shelves that we got. Obviously, I feel like I'm asking for a lot when I say that, but I have dreams, okay? I have dreams. So we're gonna move this clutter over to the other side of this shelf here, and we're just gonna lift it again so that I have room because I need 2 countertops, all right? So we will need 2 of those, 1 for the microwave and 1 for the coffee machine. Now, if you look at the details of the microwave, the fridge, the oven, the coffee machine, they have a reliability of 8. And I know that's like such a random thing to say, but a lot of your items are super expensive. You have to buy the really expensive ones to get the best reliability out of it, which means that they're not going to break that often. In this case, you're getting them super cheap. So if you get them super cheap, you fix them up and you use them or you sell them, whatever your Sims decide to do based on what packs you have. They are like excellent quality items for cheap. It is just like, doing a DIY on your own time. So here we've completed the first version of the garage and we are going in and we're changing everything. Now, this is where I was able to confirm with myself in my inner thoughts that the items do break when you place them down. As soon as you plop them onto your lot, they're broken. You can't go change the colors on them. You can't adjust anything. So you needed to go and like actually replace the items on the lot. Now, don't worry, we will be like seeing pictures after the fact. I will show you the pictures of the garages. I did 3 different swatches. So I did a dark, a medium, and a light colored, okay, and I tried to display all of the items in the colors that they had. But you guys, I really enjoyed this. I'm really interested to see if you could start a small business with this because this is truly an out of home, like, this is a home small business starting in your garage style, okay? This is exactly what I had envisioned when I thought a home small business. So the first one was a dark, the second one was more of um, what's the word I'm looking for? Kinda more like a neutral woodsy color, and now I'm going in with a very light version of it so you can kinda have an idea of what it looks like. Again, I'm switching the swatches of everything, and that was a mouthful to say, but you know what I'm saying, okay? But yeah, this honestly this to me is a complete pack for exactly what it's being used for, okay? And not pack, I mean kit. I mean kit, okay? Yes, this to me is a complete kit on exactly what it's being used for. I mean, the whole premise is a restoration kit, right? So you have your tools, you have your extra wood that you've been putting there, and you have got a bunch of broken items that you can put in. You've got your shelving, your new working woodworking station, which I think is excellent. I love it. It's much more realistic looking. I find the other woodworking bench is slightly like cartoony and outdated now that we've got so many new packs, making the game look so much more modern. And guys, the dust has different swatches. Why am I so mind blown by that? Look at all the different swatches that we have for dust. Look at this, and footprints in it. Ah, I love this. There is a swatch in there that you can't really see because the floor is a bit darker, but I love it so much. So now I am gonna go in and replace these 2, and it will be the last items. This was something else I noticed. So every time I would delete the microwave, it would remove one of my storage containers. But have no fear, I replaced it every single time. So see, look, it dirtied it. It made it old and rusty. So as you restore it, it makes it new and whole again. I love that. I wish that we would be able to do that with all of our items. Like we could choose which items we want to restore. Does that make sense? Like it could be placed as a broken item. like TVs, for example. We used to be able to do that in one of the Sims. I think it was Sims 3? Sims 3 or Sims 2? One of them had this where you could actually repair things. They would send it to you in the mail, and then you could bring it back to them. I think it might have been Sims 3. But that was so cool, and I love that they've kind of added that concept to this game somewhat. Right, so that's our 3rd garage. So I'm gonna upload one of these to the gallery, and you guys can download it and edit it on your own and make it all your own. And that's everything. So until next time, see ya.